Check, 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 check. Check, check. Check, check. Check. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Check. Check, check. Check, check. Check 1 2. Check, check. Check. Check, check. Check. Check 1 2. Check, check. Check. Check 4 5. Check, check. Check 1 2. Check 4 5. Check, check. Check 1 2. Check 4 5. Check, check. Mic check. I see Logan's popped in. I'm trying to get this this streaming thing figured out, dude. I guess you could be my guinea pig so I don't have to pull this up myself. Can you hear me okay? How's like volume, how's the volume mix? Can you hear me and like the game decent enough? Here, I'll do some game things. Can you hear like spells and things like that? Okay. Volume's good. Alright, sweet. Yeah, dude, I had problem. Game volume is about matched. Okay. Yeah, just let me know if, when I start hunting for Merc Deep here if anything's too loud or not loud enough. I couldn't sleep. It was like 4 in the morning, and I was like, dude, I work from home, and I spend most of the day on this game anyway, whether I'm like paying full attention or just like working and kind of messing with it on the side. So I'll try this live streaming thing. Why not? See if Dylan wants to game, do some Merc Deep gaming. He's with it, dude. How long is your ticket time for for your missing loot? Is it like 17 days or something, estimate? We're about to have some fun, dude. Yeah, no, that's super frustrating, I agree. It's not like that individual case of loot. Oops. That wasn't the right button. There's my old dog. Yeah, that's LVUIs. I usually use Plater. I accidentally just Alt F4 trying to heal, dude. I went for a Alt 4 to drink, and I Alt F4. Yeah. LVUI, just because I've been lazy and didn't feel like setting up Plater, and it's like, tell me Merc Deep didn't spawn and I missed it. I think he's still coming, right? Yeah, there he is. I've been trying to play a little more bare bones in the spirit of Classic. So I don't know if I'll actually run Plater. It's kind of one of those, like, I'm so hooked on LVUI, it's hard not to use it. Especially for like unit frames and a lot of things like that. The bars I don't care so much about. But if I run into issues where I feel like I could be like playing better or have more information with Plater, I might switch. But yeah, LVUI's nameplates are pretty good for Classic. I like Plater for retail a lot better just because there's like so much more going on. And Plater has more options like in that regard, but... Thank you, dude. If you, once you get your loot and bug fixed, if you want to mess with LVUI, I can just export this profile like as a string. You just copy paste it in. I can show you how to like change things here and there. Oh yeah, threat plates I've heard is really good. I've never used that. I always hear like tanks talk about it. I'm assuming it does most of the same stuff though. And like, I don't know, now that I'm not DPS, threat's not really an issue, obviously. I probably should have been using it as a rogue, but help these guys along. Plates I can toggle more right, but far out, I'm spending too much time on config. Yeah, I hear that, man. Prior threat on targets, yeah. Yeah, it's a rabbit hole you can go down messing with these add-ons, especially if you're like peculiar and picky about how you like things. My setup, like I used to spend, dude, yeah, I went hours and hours and hours and hours, like back in BFA, was it BFA? Yeah, when I first like came back, and started playing, I don't want to say like seriously, but I started like playing a good amount. I probably spent like days worth of time, like over the course of weeks or months. And then like you see somebody else's shit, either streaming or you're like browsing add-ons and see their like, you see screenshots of the add-on like in their running on their game or whatever. And you're like, oh my god, like I want mine to look like that. But yeah, I finally got to like, I don't know, I hate using the word vibe, but a vibe that I liked with like, you know, party plates over here, and when I have raid frames and where they're at, and just kind of like the sizing of things. Like my eyes are not as good as they used to be, so like a lot of my UI shit's kind of a lot bigger. Like these shield trackers here, that's like my individual cooldown. Shield on me, shield them out down here. Cooldown until I can put shield on myself again. Things like that. They're like bigger. Even like my mouse cursor is bigger. You can like put in a console command to make the mouse cursor bigger because I'm old, dude. Yeah. They are. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could go like stock without anything. Again, like in the spirit of classic, but it's just so helpful, man. I feel like it literally makes me a better player, and I'm like hinting the group not running certain things. I'll usually I go fairly bare bones until I get to like max level and start like taking things seriously, and then I'll fine tune some shit, add some things into the mix. What's your day looking like? Are you trying to do any dungeons or anything? I could pop over there at any point. I'm just kind of casually getting this guy up to 25 so I can have a priest on both servers. Are you trying to do this, buddy? Please don't start it without me. I'm trying to be nice.
Be good.
Maybe later after reset. Okay, cool. Yeah, just hit me up as usual. Around. I got check my inbox actually. I didn't even look at what I got for today. I think today's pretty chill. Oh yeah, yeah, today's chill for sure. I think next week I'm gonna start getting kind of busy as the holidays get close. Final at 11. Gotta work on another final. Already went to the gym, dude. You're crushing it. I wanted to get up at fucking 6. I've been having, dude. We went to Ireland beginning of November, and like makes sense while you're out there because you know time change and travel times and stuff like that were weird and all that, but we kept like waking up at 3 or 4 in the morning, and we'd be awake until 5 or 6, and then we'd fall back asleep and have a hard time like actually getting up at 8 or 9, because we at that point we were like so tired and deeply sleeping and stuff, but we wanted to get up and get started obviously because we're tourists. But since we've gotten home, we keep fucking, like, it's been over a month now. Yeah, literally over a month and 2 days. And we just randomly wake up at 4 in the morning and are just like, it's just like, can't fall back asleep. And the same thing happens. It gets to be like 6. And it's like all of a sudden I'm tired of getting comfortable and I start falling back asleep and sleeping really hard, but I need to get up soon. But yeah, that happened this morning, like I was telling you, when I was thinking about streaming. And yeah, sure enough, I was like, I'm gonna get up at 6 and set up this streaming stuff and mess around and try to get it going. And next thing I know, it's like 8:15, and I'm like looked over at my phone, can't wake up. It feels like there's, you know, that like concrete on your body and somebody forcing your eyes shut that you're just like so tired. Typically wake up like 8. I mean, when we got back from Ireland, I was getting up at 5:30 or 6 pretty regularly. And I don't mind it if I get up and actually get going and like doing stuff. I like being up early because the day feels so much longer. But yeah, when it's like 4, then like, oh, I can't get up now. That would be ridiculous. Trying to get back to that 4:45. Goddamn, dude. Yeah, like I could now, because when we first got back, like I hadn't quit raiding on retail yet, so I was like, I mean, it just feels stupid using that as my excuse or reason, but I was like, I can't be getting up at 4:45 in the morning because we would raid 2 nights a week until 11. It's just like I don't want to be like on that kind of schedule where I'm exhausted at like 9:30 for half of the raid 2 days a week. Like that's not cool. But since I stopped, I don't know, I might. 4:45's pushing it for me though. That's some military shit or that's some old lady shit. I say that because that's when my mom gets up, and I know you're military. Yeah, oh for sure. And the Mythic raids in retail, of course, are like the hardest that they put out. And again, I don't want to be like tired for half of it and feel like I'm screwing the group over by playing like shit or missing things. And I was like making calls and things like that. We're getting there, dude. I know. I think I got a few years on you if I remember right, but we're getting there, man. I keep thinking about. I think I told you we've got a baby on the way, and I'm like, dude, by the time, and I've always heard that, like, you in the blink of an eye, you know, they grow up or whatever, they're 18 or they're 20 or. So I'm like, I'm gonna blink. She's gonna be 20. I'm gonna be almost 60. What the hell is happening? I thought I told you. I'm pretty quiet about stuff like that. I thought when we first started playing it, I told you, yeah, we got a little girly on the way. March 19th was the estimate, the day before my own birthday. 29 at the end of January. Jesus, I thought you were in your 30s already. You're a young lad. Thanks, man. Yeah, we're excited. I've been trying for a few years. Looks like you're the only person in here, unless YouTube's lying to me. Not to get too personal, but we had like issues or whatever, fertility issues, specifically me. Numbers weren't like right or whatever, and they told us like we'd probably have to do whatever fucking IUI, IVF, things like that. And we tried like the cheaper thing once, and it didn't work. So we're just like, whatever, like we're gonna keep doing shit, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Dude, it's all. Well, I obviously can't say. Oops, I should whisper him. Hold on. Yeah, it is, and we've had like my whole thing was. I don't know, and it probably sounds kind of stupid, but like, because I'm not religious or anything like that. But I was like, you know, if this is not happening for the two of us, then there's probably some good reason, right? Whether that's like, whether it's the time or the fucking energy of the earth, or, you know, medical problems, or like incompatibility between the two of us, things like that. They say, you know, like some people's blood types aren't like a good match for each other, and they're very prone to, you know, I don't know, you know, issues with pregnancy and with birth and with the child after post-birth and things like that. So my whole thing was just like, I don't want to like push our luck or whatever, you know. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's not stress too hard, because like that obviously will get in the way. What are you even doing here? There's that escort over here, somebody probably has it. And not that I had to convince Amanda, but she was a little more like gung-ho about it in the first place. She's a little more I don't know, like positive outlook on the world and stuff, you know, and I'm not so much. I'm just like, I was a lot more scared to bring a kid into this current world, I guess would be the easiest way to say it. But she eventually like agreed, you know. I mean, we can't afford $20,000 for fucking IVF treatments, right? Like an individual attempt at getting pregnant, $20,000, like we don't make that kind of money. So again, we did like the IUI once or twice, I forget. It was like $1,000 each attempt. And yeah, it didn't work, so I think that kind of helped change your mind, or not change your mind, but just help, I don't know, put her at peace, I guess. It's just like, okay, well, you know, we tried this, we tried doing a little more than like the natural shit, and that also didn't work. So like, if it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, long story short, it was like 2 years, I think, after we'd been trying for, I don't know, 2 years, and then 2 years after the IUI shit, and then yeah, it just finally happened. I think it was, so it was like longest journey around a bush ever, but because you said something about numbers being off for you too, I think it was just like the lack of stress, dude, and I feel like you're kind of finally getting to that point. It sounded like when you were talking to your buddy yesterday, and you know, you're devoting 4 hours a day to yourself, and you're finishing up school, and you have a path and goals in mind, and like a trajectory in mind for yourself, and you don't feel like quite as maybe lost as you once did when you first got out of service and stuff. A lot more healthy, things like that. Like, dude, you just, stress, I feel like, makes it so much worse. Probably more for the female than the male, in terms of like the body, you know, being willing and able to carry, and like all the crazy shit that it does. But in terms of your numbers too, I mean, clearly, like that Freedom Whiskey stuff, I had stepped back from that. It had been a year or more after Zach took his own life, and after Nico our dog passed away and stuff. So like that, all that stress was, you know, waning more and more by the day, and you know, not forgetting about it, but just like moving on from it and stuff like that. So yeah, like as we were leaving all that kind of shit behind and getting to a better place, it finally less stress is better spirit. Yeah, that's a lot more eloquent than what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. Yeah, you can sit and keep being miserable, or you just try to fucking get on with the show, you know? Feel fucking terrible for Zach's family, especially his parents, because I can't imagine how impossible it feels to get on with the show after like losing your own child. I'm sure to some degree they're just getting on with the show too. All right, buddy, you got till 8:51. We're leaving. Yeah, especially unnaturally like that. Right. Well, and just knowing how, like, you know, tortured he was by his own thoughts for so many years, and thinking that he was getting help and all that kind of thing. Lower game volume by a few percent. Alright, cool. Sorry. Did not see that at first. Let's drop her by 10. Yeah, man, for the longest time, I mean, I was kind of a, I don't know, I don't want to say I was an asshole when I was younger, but I didn't care to understand complex things like that. And like I didn't believe in depression and shit. It's just like brain chemical imbalance, like bullshit, you know, just eat better, drink water, like work out, you know, take care of yourself better, and you can create positive thoughts within your head. But man, after seeing what Zach went through, and of course, like at that point, like I didn't know shit about PTSD and didn't have much insight into military service and stuff. Not that I have a lot like now, but I have more than I did, and I'm older and I'm not an asshole like I was. Oh yeah, I can't imagine how many more layers there are. Oh, 8:51 on the dot, dude. Very loon.
The great outdoors.
Let's go, bae. But yeah, dude, stress is, like you said, wild on the body, for sure. And just like, hurts everyone feels that. Or is the thing that there are unique differences? Yeah, that's, dude, the people are like, I just feel so bad for like his wife. I mean, really, I mean his parents, his wife, like of course that's all one thing, awful for them. But dude, his fucking kid, like he's such a good kid. He was 2 or 3 when it happened. I think he's 5 or 6, or no, he's probably 4 or 5 now. Dude, when he gets to be like fucking 16 or 18 and like actually has to reckon with it, right? Like he's gonna learn. Like I still don't think he knows what happened. He just knows that like the angels took daddy, you know. When he finds out, like not only how but why, because like I think some of it was really. I don't want to fucking lay a bunch of stuff on you, but he didn't feel like he deserved to be a dad, I think, and I kind of know. So I think that was like part of the reason that he was like so tortured, and why him and Krista ended up splitting up, and why he was just like constantly traveling and not wanting to be home and stuff like that. But yeah, part of his like the mess in his brain was not feeling like he deserved to be a father for, you know, military reasons, basically things he had to do. Yeah, survivor's guilt. There you go. That's probably a good way to look at it. Yeah, for eventually for Jax. Not a good way to look at it, but yeah, a good term for it. Yeah, I worry that he's gonna feel guilty, that like, you know, if I was never born, daddy wouldn't have taken his life or some shit like that, man. It's gonna be so heavy. But they've got an insane support system around them. We'll still be there. They have a million friends and family and shit, so I just hope it doesn't take a huge toll on them. Poor little guy. He's such a good kid, dude. He's hilarious. He's like, he has like the sense of humor and I don't know, like mental aptitude, I guess, of like a 14-year-old or something like that. Oh, you're good. Is it back? I'm not sure if it was on my end. YouTube's telling me the stream health is in excellent condition. I saw you go offline too on BattleNet, so I'm assuming that might have been you. Oh, wait till you chat. Where's this guy? Isn't he the one in the cave? Oh, I don't remember ever doing this. What are we doing? We're escorting you too? Okay, let's do it. Well, oh.
Cry havoc. One shot, one kill. Fire. Oh, too easy.
Oh, there you go. You're back. Okay.
One shot.
Yeah, dude, he's literally a mini adult. It's crazy. I don't even know where he like. Yeah, your internet. Okay, 40 a month for it. It's that Virginia internet. I'm gonna change this stream title. Season of Discovery Gaming. Yeah, I don't even know where he gets it from, because Krista, I don't know, she like, her and Amanda met in college. We've partied with them a million times. Like, she's not like super uptight and strict or whatever, but she's also very like devout, religious, and she's like calmed down and stuff over the years. So I know she's not like letting him watch South Park and shit like that. But his sense of humor, dude, and his like, he just drops like movie quotes and shit that are hilarious. Like, I don't know where the hell he gets it from. He's literally like a mini Zach, actually. Like, I do know where he gets it from. It's just, it's so wild to see. He looks dead on Zach, like everything. It's crazy. His sense of humor, all of it. His ability to just like, it's like you always have some sort of zinger ready to just like make everybody laugh or like catch everyone off guard when they're not expecting to like, it's wild. All right, we're gonna hit Anaya and then we're out of here. Anaya Twain. My poor dog is probably outside being cold. I'll be right back. I know, dude. In some ways, I feel like it's like some Elden Ring FromSoft shit. Like he's been purified and reborn. It's wild. Picked up 2 more runes. You still don't have them all? I'm up to, I got 8 on here. I've got 2 more that like are super situational that I might get sometime soon, and then the last 2 like I really don't care that much about, and they're the hardest ones to get. They're the ones that you have to do like the reputation, the box reputation for the waylaid supplies, and then the stuff in Ratchet where you gotta like farm a bunch of items over the course of like 3 different quests or something. But yeah, that reputation one, I'm gonna just slow roll that. I think people gamed it at first. Like somebody told me in my retail guild's Discord that you can throw the boxes out like as you get them, and then when you get back to town, you can do a 10 out of 12. You can go to like the item restore thing through your Battle.net account and restore them all, and they'll just be in your mailbox, and you can turn them in one at a time. And I think a bunch of people that got that reputation like within the first few days, I'm pretty sure that's what they were doing, because it was just like, it's so weird that you can only hold one in your bags at a time and to like run back to town every time you get one and then go back out, like ridiculous. But yeah, so I tried that, chucking them out and then doing the item restore thing, and it does not work anymore. So if it was a thing, it is no longer a thing. Blizzard fixed it, which is fair, because that's like that's a really silly way to go about it. Where's Anaya Twain at? Looks like she's dead. Oh, gaming guys, hunting Anaya. Dope. Yeah, dude, some big brain item restoration. It's amazing. I don't know where. It's hilarious that, yeah. Thank God for the sweats. I don't know where people come up with the idea in the first place. Like, I wonder, maybe if I throw these out, because you can't vendor them. I didn't think things you like discarded ever ended up in item restoration. I thought it was only when you vendored them. And I don't know, maybe you could vendor them at first, and that's what Blizzard fixed, because I tried to vendor them and you can't now, but yeah, thank God for the sweats for sure.
I don't have a target.
No, certainly not intentional. Yeah, whenever they put stuff like that in the game, especially like this version of the game, yeah, I'll close this stream here in a minute. I just wanted to test it. I saw you online. I was hoping you'd pop in and be able to tell me if like volumes and stuff were good. I'll run this later. I don't intend to do it like first thing when I wake up like this. But yeah, when they put stuff like that in the game, it's just like their intention is for you to get it slowly, right? I think where they did it kind of poorly was like the rogue tanking ruin is, I'm pretty sure, locked behind it. For me, it's like an AoE shadow spell, which is like, yeah, it's probably powerful, but like as a healer, I don't need it, and it's just like a damaging spell versus somebody's spell or rune that allows them to like, you know, perform this brand new function that is now in the game as a rogue tank. But yeah, plenty of other bugs taken away from the game. Yeah, no, I know. Well, it keeps Blizzard on their toes too, right? Like, it's healthy. Healthy for the game overall. Exploiters and things like that. Keeps Blizzard honest and fixing the game and keeping it honest, so build it and they will come. That's right. Alright, Kevin Costner, chill out. Just trying to play a little baseball here. Alright, man, I'm gonna shut this stream off. Thank you for doing some audio testing with me, so I didn't have to watch this video back later and figure it out myself. I'm gonna grab coffee and maybe a little bowl of cereal or something, and then I'll hop on Discord and I'll catch you on there in a few minutes.